The Hanukah Light series is sponsored by Max and Anita Benatar, Le'ilu Nishmat Dina Leah Bat Sarah Rasha. The second chapter of Tractate Shabbat lists the types of oils and wicks that one may or may not use to light Shabbat candles. Rav, the foremost Amora and interpreter of the Mishnah, states that the oils and wicks which the rabbis prohibited to use on Shabbat are permitted to be used on Hanukah. I saw written down beautifully the following distinction. The oil which provides fuel to the flame is compared to the soul of man, and the wick is compared to the body. If there is no oil drawn to the wick, then that would imply that the holy light isn't emanating and infusing the physical body. This type of oil cannot be used on Shabbat because Shabbat is considered a day that is all soul and no body. How do we know this? The punishment for a person who transgresses Shabbat is stoning, much worse than Yom Kippur, which is karet. If on Yom Kippur we suffer our bodies by refraining from physical delicacies and enjoyment, then all the more so the body becomes irrelevant on Shabbat as it contains a much higher level of sanctity. This means that the only reason why we enjoy food and drink on Shabbat is to raise the status of the physical towards total spirituality, all lichvod Shabbat, in the honor of Shabbat. But if there is no light of the soul illuminating the materialistic parts of Shabbat, and thus the food and drink being consumed is for physical pleasure only, then Shabbat becomes ineffective in its true purpose. However, when it comes to Hanukah candles, the law changes. We can light with these not-so-good oils, both for the candles during the week and the ones that will last into Shabbat. The reason is because on Hanukah, Hashem descends into our realm, within our 10 tefachim, where the candles are lit. So even if you have an individual who is distant from God, who cannot connect, who cannot perceive the light of his soul, God is assisting him. Hashem waits for him to embrace it. Shlomo HaMelech hints to this in the 8th chapter of Shir HaShirim. Emtsa'acha bachutz eshakecha. I will find you outside and I will kiss you. The soul which couldn't kiss the wick is now being drawn upwards by God himself. Tune in for part 8 tomorrow.